Ladies, if your husband came to you one day and asked for permission to sleep with another woman, an ex, no less, because she wanted another child with him, what would you do? Would you let him? Would you fight? Or would you walk away? This is a story of love, betrayal, pain, and resilience. Stay with me, because this one will shake you to the core.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest.
Today, as I stir this delicious pot of jollof rice and let the aroma of the grilled chicken fill the air, I want to tell you a story of a woman who loved deeply, trusted blindly, and suffered immensely. But most importantly, she emerged victorious. Miriam was 4 months pregnant when her husband John sat her down with a serious look on his face. She had expected maybe a discussion about baby names or how they would decorate the nursery. Instead, what he said next shattered her world. "Miriam, I need to ask your permission for something," he began. She tilted her head, curious but cautious. "What is it?" "I need to be with another woman, just for a little while," he said, avoiding eye contact. Miriam's heart pounded. "What did you just say?" "It's not what you think," he rushed to explain. "It's my ex, Lily. You know about her? We had a child before I met you. She says our son is lonely and she wants us to have another child together so that he has a sibling. I wanted to do this for my son." A cold chill ran down Miriam's spine. "And you think this is okay?" she asked, her voice barely a whisper. John sighed. "I know it sounds bad, but it's just to have a child. I don't love her. I love you. This is just for my son." "No, John, absolutely not," Miriam said firmly, standing up. "I'm your wife. You don't get to make children with another woman while I'm carrying your child." John nodded, as if understanding, and promised to drop the idea. But men like John, they never really change, do they? Miriam later discovered that he had done it anyway. Behind her back, he had gone to Lily, and as fate would have it, she got pregnant. Even as Miriam's pregnancy progressed, she felt alone. John worked abroad and barely checked on her. The loneliness gnawed at her, but she held on, excited to meet her baby. Then the unthinkable happened. At 8 months, Miriam went into early labor. But when she delivered, her child was silent. No cries, no movement. The doctors confirmed it a stillbirth. Her world collapsed. She called John, sobbing, telling him they had lost their baby. But instead of rushing home to be by her side, he gave her excuses. "I can't come right now. There's a business deal I'm handling." Miriam buried their child alone. Weeks later, when he finally came home, she was numb. She wanted to believe he cared, but something in her had changed. Then, just as she was beginning to find her footing again, he announced he had to travel. "I'm going to visit family," he said. But Miriam was no fool. She dug around and discovered the truth. Lily had given birth. John was going to meet his new baby. Her heart clenched in pain. She confronted him, and instead of remorse, he got angry. "Why are you always snooping around? Can't I have peace?" Peace? She had given him loyalty, love, and a home. And he had given her nothing but betrayal. Weeks after he left, Miriam felt something strange. A missed period, nausea, The all too familiar signs of pregnancy. She was pregnant again. She called John, hoping just maybe this time he would be there for her. But his response crushed her. Get rid of it. Tears welled in her eyes. What? I don't want another child with you. If you keep it, forget about me. I will not abort my baby, John. Then you are on your own. The line went dead. Miriam cried that night until she could cry no more. Then she made a decision. She would have this baby with or without John. He blocked her on everything. No calls, no messages. It was as if she never existed to him. But fate had a way of turning things around. 9 months later, Miriam gave birth to a beautiful baby girl. Fast forward to today, that baby, John's unwanted child, is now a star, the brightest in her class, full of laughter, kindness, and beauty. The kind of child any father would be proud of. But John, he doesn't even know what he lost. He threw away a diamond because he was too busy chasing pebbles. Lessons to take away. 1. To women in painful marriages, don't beg for love. Don't beg for loyalty. If a man wants to leave, let him go. The best revenge is to thrive without him. 2. To men who don't value their families, one day you will realize the worth of what you lost, but by then it will be too late. 3. To anyone facing betrayal, use your pain as fuel to build something greater. What was meant to break you can be what elevates you. Miriam's story reminds us that heartbreak is not the end. Sometimes the things we fight for the hardest are the things that will bring us the greatest joy in the end. And with that, my jollof rice is ready. Look at that beautiful dish, rich in color, full of flavor, just like life. Life too can be a mix of sweetness and spice. But at the end of the day, it's all about how you serve it. Thank you for joining me on Podcast with Sheila. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? And remember, every Tuesday from 5:30 p.m. UK time to 6 o'clock p.m., we go live with special guests sharing inspiring real-life stories. Until next time, enjoy your meal and keep thriving. Have a brilliant evening. Bye.